वैष्णवपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on the discussion on the glories of holy name by Srila Jagdanand Pandit in his book Prema Vivarta. In the last sitting we discussed up to 193rd verse and now 194 and 195. Please repeat. Satya yoge bahukale yaha tapo dhyane यज्ञादि यजिया त्रेताय ये फलताने द्वापरे अर्चांगेते पाय ये फल कलिते हरिनामे पायसे सकल. All the results obtained in Satyuga by intense meditation for a long time, in Treta Yuga by performing yajnas, and in Dwapar Yuga by the angas of deity worship, is obtained in Kali Yuga by chanting the Lord's name. So, as last time also we discussed, everything is there in the Lord, and Lord is in everything. So, same Lord has come in the form of holy name. So, everything is there in holy name. All that we look for, all the 6 opulences also, all the knowledge we look forward to, all the beauty, all the wealth, all the physical strength, reputation, renunciation, all the holy places, holy waters, holy rivers, holy atoms, holy men, everything is there in holy name. So that conviction if we have, then we get the most out of chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Though this conviction will not come, the potency is there, but the conviction in the individual will not be there without the grace of the spiritual master. If one surrenders to the spiritual master wholeheartedly, to bona fide spiritual master, then one gets that conviction, and then one can chant with all the conviction that yes, what that shloka says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, means Harinamam Prapadyate. He surrenders to the holy name, to the process of struggle during chanting for sadhaka. We are surrendered to chanting the holy name, but many times we are not surrendered to the struggle in chanting the holy name. As His Holiness Satsvarup Das Goswami Maharaj writes in the book Japa Reform Notebook, in that he writes, one should surrender to the struggle during chanting the holy name. That means one should be enthusiastic to endeavor. We just go on the way chanting goes on. Sometimes by the Lord's blessing, it is very nice. Some other times it is not so good. So when it is not so good, when it is nice, we are happy. We are relishing it. When it is not so nice, then we justify what to do. N number of reasons. I could not get proper rest in the night. Or that devotee, he harassed me yesterday. So I am continuing shooting him during chanting. And that's how I'm absent-minded. Or my mind is disturbed because of some other reason. Or it's too cold. That why, who kept the door open? Why don't they close it? I feel ashamed to go and close myself because my reputation will go down. Everybody knows how austere I am. Like that. In between, some time back, when it was too cold, I was wearing I wore a sweater. So many devotees said, "Oh, we never saw you in sweater." So I was about to tell them, I'm also human being. The body is not Sachidananda in the material world. So why can't it be like that? So sometimes we may be attached to our reputation, which we assume that it is there, which may not be there. But we assume that I have some reputation. So one should not get carried away by all these things, and one should struggle during chanting. Then the conviction will come, especially by the blessings of the spiritual master, by hearing him. So all the potencies are there of all the yugas or the processes in different yugas. The meditation process in Satya Yuga, fire sacrifice process in Treta Yuga, and deity worship of Dwapar Yuga. They are all there in Kali Yuga in the form of holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. I was hearing 44th lecture, I believe. Different gunas, basically how they act on different people, by His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj in 1998. So there Maharaj says towards the end, that we'll, after the class, now we'll have Harinam Sankirtan. All the devotees please stand up. We'll have Kirtan. And Maharaj said all the teaching that Srila Prabhupada has given in his books, they all can be realized by this process of chanting the holy name in the Kirtan. Next. Dhyayan krite yajan yagyais त्रेतायां द्वापरे अर्चयन् यदाप्नोति तदाप्नोति कलौ संकीर्त्य केशवम्. This is from Vishnu Puran. It says, what was obtained in meditation in Satya Yuga, by sacrifice in Treta Yuga, and by deity worship in Dwapar Yuga, is obtained in Kali Yuga by Sankirtan of the Lord. One verse is there in Shri Bhajan Rahasya. He quotes from somewhere that I think last time it came after 100 lifetimes of deity worship, one concludes or one has the holy name at the tip of his tongue always. Okay, now I'm not able to get it, but anybody remembers? Anybody was there last time? Nobody was there. Every time new devotee. Navam. Okay. Next. Kalikale Maha भागवत बलितारे कीर्तने ये हरि भजे ये भव samsare. In Kali Yuga, those who worship the Lord by chanting His names in the ocean of samsara are known as the great devotees. So, Kalim Sabha Jayanti Arya. In 11th canto, it is said that those who are seers of the truth, they have realized that Kali Yuga is so important, because just by chanting Tatra Sankirtanenaiva Sarva Swarthopalabhyate, all the achievements are achieved. All that is to be achieved gets achieved when we chant the holy name. So in Kali Yuga, those who worship the Lord by chanting His names in the ocean of samsara are known as the great devotees. Though we can do deity worship in Kali Yuga, this is called as Yuga Sandhya, because Dwapar Yuga is just over and only 5,000 years are over. Kali Yuga is only 5,000 years are over. So that way it is Yuga Sandhya only. So it's like Sandhya is there in the evening, morning, daytime, and then night. But it's like some part of the day is there, but some part of the night has also begun. So that is Sandhya. So that Sandhya, Sandhi, joint, like that. So this is Yuga Sandhya. Dwapar Yuga is just over. 5,000 years are only over. Because in comparison to 4,32,000 years, 5,000 is, in comparison to 32,000 also, 5,000 is okay, something, 1/6 or whatever. But in comparison to 4,32,000 years, 5,000 is quite less. So that is why it is Yuga Sandhya. So in our sense, we are going on with deity worship also. But As such, the Yuga Dharma is chanting the holy name of the Lord. So those who worship the Lord mainly through chanting, they are much better than those who worship Him with other items like that. Afterwards, there will be nothing almost after 10,000 years. This is Suvarna Yuga within Kali Yuga. But the chanting is the Yuga Dharma for this age. Pancharatriki Vidhi has the deity worship. For us, we follow our acharyas, and they have given Pancharatriki Vidhi. And within that deity worship for the pleasure of the acharyas will be beneficial. But otherwise, even within deity worship, also holy name, we discussed last time. Holy name is everything, and it's easiest. Anybody can do anytime, anywhere. Afterwards, temples will only not be there after 10,000 years. Then where is the question of deity worship? Now also to great extent, deity worship is getting extinct in many places. Hardly the pujaris dress the deities in authorized temples once in a week. And the dressing is also very simple. Some little, what do you call, dhotis there below. And one uttari they put on Lord Vitthal or Lord Ram. And some one flower garland of simple flower. You must say, no, full jadi. Plastic ones, my God, to the deities, huh? Krishna. This I have not seen, fortunately, but will be forced to see that also. The deities wearing plastic garland. Very bad. I have seen this simple garland at full jodi. What do you call? One. Simple and genda. Marigold at the end. Simple. Like that is there. So we have to revive chanting the holy name. Rai Shampro wanted on every Monday the pujaris of different Vishnu temples, Ram, Nrsimha, Varaha, Vaman. Temples should be invited to our Radha Kunjaveri temple. They should be given nice Rajbhog Prasadam, and after that, meeting for them, in which we train them in basics, how the deities, the greatness of the deities, and how the Lord is not different, some philosophy, and then practical aspects also, how to worship something, and their questions can be answered. Because so many people will not come to ISKCON temples. They are there some 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers away, and there only people will go, whether Ramnami, Ashadi Ekadashi, or whatever. So those pujaris can be cultivated. They can be told basics, and they can teach the people. And people get impressed by his knowledge. He will naturally say, "I learned it from ISKCON devotees." So people will come to ISKCON also. Both ways, it's beneficial. We could also go and hold our programs there, isn't it? You can have Bhagavad Sapta there, or we can have Gita Jayanti Day, Parayan there. Just like for Ganeshotsav, we can go to so many Ganesh mandals and collaborate with them and give class on Ganeshji. We can distribute Bhagavatam said. This is one which is written by Ganeshji, and hundreds of glories of Ganesh are there in the relationship with the Lord Ram, Krishna, etc. So they can be all told. So likewise, we can cultivate pujaris also. Wherever you all are going for your preaching work, preaching service, please cultivate your local person also, pujari also, of that nearby Vishnu temples. There may be some 1, 2, 3, 4 nearby. Boys can also be engaged, giving them some Mahaprasad, something, and it will be very nice. So much preaching. It's like they say, if you have to burn the whole forest, you can start burning in one spot. But the better is you put little fire here, little there, little there, little there. 10 places you put fire, all the fires will keep growing, and eventually the whole forest will be burned. That is faster than just putting fire in one place, which will take long time going all the way across the forest. Best is put little everywhere. So make sure that how many of you have nearby Vishnu temples to your preaching area? Everywhere it will be there. If you are in India, depends how much you consider to be nearby means, nearby means only 5 meter. It could be within 5 kilometers. Then there will be so many, what you call Vishnu temples, and you can cultivate them. It doesn't take much to cultivate. They are already worshipping Vishnu only. Sometimes they may be sentimental, sometimes they may be ritualistic. Knowledge is not there, or knowledge is somewhat there. It's little mixed up knowledge. So Mayavad also might be added by somebody else in there. So you can wipe it off all that, and with your nice dealings and philosophy, then they will pick it up, and it will be such a fast. And ISKCON is already very famous. You will be given red carpet welcome in the temple there. What to speak if you give very nice prasadam, isn't it? So all of you make sure that wherever you go, in your own preaching, because you are there only, isn't it? Once in a week, while going to that preaching area, or while coming from there to temple, just on the way, take a halt for 10-15 minutes, give prasad to that pujari, give card, something, invite him to temple. When he comes, you personally take care of him. Tomorrow for your one-time program, new college, new boys program, you can hold it rightly in that temple only. I remember I used to go to VIT college. We had no place only because VIT had no hostel. So then we used to conduct in that, I think Datta Mandir is there in Bibewadi, Mahesh Society. So in the Datta Mandir only I would give lecture to the boys. And all the visitors also would be coming, they would be watching. Some of them would also sit. Prabhuji's Mataji, they would also sit. Are Sadhu is speaking in English. And all young boys are sitting. Who is he and who are they? And what's going on? Like that. It will be completely, because open, na, Datta Mandir. Miss any Mandir. Class would be in English. They are engineers, no? The class would be in English. They would also understand English. Those who would not understand, they would be highly impressed. How do you speak? And those who understand, they would sit down and listen for 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, like that. So it's very nice. So cultivate those. They are ready-made people for us. Okay. Mahabhagavata Nityam Kalau Kurvanti Kirtanam. The great devotees chant the name of the Lord constantly in Kali Yuga. So we understand we are not great devotees. So we are not constantly chanting. But we are, so to say, devotees. So we are chanting. So for becoming devotees, in our journey from devotees to great devotees, what we need to do? Constantly chant. So this is homework for ourselves. This is from Skanda Purana. Last time I was telling how in all the Puranas, glories of the holy name are there. So many places. Though some other part may also be there, Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. But also this one is very much there. Hari Sarvatra Giyate. Adi Madhya Ante Cha. Hari Sarvatra Giyate. What is that shloka? Ramayane, Mahabharate. Beginning. Adi Madhya Ante Cha. Hari Sarvatra Giyate. Last two lines. But before that also something is there. Vede, Bharate, Ramayane, Purane, something like that. That is true, but in case we all collaborate and somehow complete the shloka, it's a what you call joint exam for fill in the blanks. Huh? No, it's not like that. Sometimes you will know that which I don't know, and I will know that which you don't know. Because rasas are different. Everybody is attracted to something like Purusha Sutta praise. Prabhu will like, Sahasra Shirisha Purusha. And I'll be like, my 1,000 heads will be reeling. Means one head will be reeling like 1,000 heads. What is he saying? What does it mean? Yeah. And I'll immediately conclude. This is not required. Only chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Or that other one. Kausalya Supraja. Now it is over. Yes. No, but earlier it was there. No? So they have memorized. They are still in their previous yoga only. Means their subtle body, gross body is in Hare Krishna Mantra as per the GPC request or order instruction. चिदात्मक हरिनाम बारे का उच्चारे शिव ब्रह्मा अनंत तार फलक हिते नारे. Shiva, Brahma, and Ananta cannot fully describe the amazing results obtained by chanting once the spiritual name of the Lord. See, they also cannot. Ananta also. Chanting once the spiritual name of the Lord. So there are a lot of potencies. Like I was reading Garga Samhita, it is said that in Sindhu Desh, there was one king named Dirgabahu. He was such a dangerous king. He would always be in the midst of prostitutes. He had killed 10 pregnant women. He had shot arrows at Kapila cows in the forest on his hunting excursion. And he had killed hundreds of Brahmanas and thousands of other animals and human beings, etc. Very deadly, highly sinful. Hmm? So once when he went for hunting, his minister wanted to usurp the kingdom. He wanted to take it. So when the king was whatever doing, so he took his sword and with the sharp pointed sword, he just pierced the king and killed him. He dropped down dead on the soil in the forest only. Then Yamadutas took him to Yamalok, and there they asked the Chitragupta. They asked Chitragupta. So he's very sinful. What is the thing for him? So he said, this fellow will have to go through hell in for millions of whatever years and all that. One hell only he will have to pass through for many millenniums, and then through different species also, very low class species and all that. So then they said, okay, so let's first put him in Kumbi Park. So they took him to Kumbi Park, and there was hot boiling oil there in a huge pan in the vessel, and it was bubbling with all the that, and they just threw him there. So as soon as he was thrown, the fire went off, like it happened for Prahlad when he was put in the boiling hot oil. So Yamaraj, Yamadutas, Chitragupta, and all their crew members, all that, they're all wondering, hey, what is this? How come he's so sinful? This may happen for a great soul like Prahlad, that is acceptable, but how? So they were all confused and no understanding. So that is the time Vyasdevji appeared there. So they gave him place, and then naturally Yamaraj asked, could you please tell how this such a sinful person who deserves much more than what we just began with? And a long way to go for him. But in the first place, only the fire got extinguished. So could you please tell what is the confidential thing here? Then Vyasdev said that all his sins are extinguished, are over because of one Mahat Phal, Mahat Punya. And you're wondering what Mahat Punya? There's no account of this. This fellow has been very sinful. He said when he was pierced with that sword and when he fell down on the ground, and on the ground there was some soil from Dwarka, which somebody had thrown it there somehow. So he fell down on the soil from Dwarka. So because of that touch, he got purified of all his sins. Yeah, Tilak is also mentioned there before that. Gopi Chandan, how valuable, how important it is. So all Yamraj was shocked and says, now he's a great soul. Now he's free from all the sins. So then Yamrajji arranged for a special, what you call, self-moving plane, aeroplane, Viman, that was arranged by him, Yamraj, and made him sit, this Dirgabahu king, in that plane. And it is self-flying, whatever. There's no need of Vishnu Dutas and all that. So he sent him to Vishnu Lok. He went to Vishnu Lok. When I read it, I was like wondering whether I missed something. Again, I read it. Then I understood, oh, really? If this is the effect of Dwarka soil, then how much more holy name and other things we are introduced to. So Gopi Chandan is also described there because Gopis, Gopi Chandan, yes, Dwarka, very, very special. Next time I was thinking after this session, I will speak from Garga Samhita also. Avashenapi yeneva. Helplessly chanting, not with offenses. Apannah samsrutim ghoram yannama vivasho grunan tato sadhya vimuccheta yad viveti swayam bhayam. Yannama vivasho grunan. Taken helplessly. In helpless, then there is no offense when one is helpless. So it should be helpless and offenseless both as such. So when one is helpless, then one is offenseless. When we think that I am helping everyone, then we commit offense. to them also and to others also, thinking, you know, I'm helping so many people. I'm such a great soul. I'm a preacher for 10,000 people. 1,008 people went for initiation because of me. And so when we are offensive, then it's a problem. So helplessness is very good. So he's saying Shiva, Brahma, and Ananta cannot fully describe the amazing results obtained by chanting once the spiritual name of the Lord. Namocharana Mahatmya अद्भुत बलिगाय उच्चारण मात्र नर परम पद पाए. They praise the astonishing greatness of chanting the name. Just by chanting the name, a human obtains the highest abode. What more? Highest abode. Many times, I don't know, but contamination is there in our heart. That I want to go to America. At least once. Tompkins Square Park, 22nd Avenue, Matchless Gift Shop, and few other places, isn't it? Moraya Bhilash. Not America Diovas, but America Ho Nivas for some time, short time. So we want to go there, but we don't understand. If you chant the holy name, you achieve the highest abode, Golok Vrindavan. We may not be so pure that we want to head directly towards Golok Vrindavan. So even if the plane comes from Golok Vrindavan, if I had not been to America, on the way it can halt in America for a while, for 2-3 days, and we can see the holy places there, like that. Isn't it? How many of you feel that I should be once there? Really? All are pure souls. I am only contaminated fellow. Okay, I'll take the dust of the lotus feet of all the holy devotees present here. Huh? But there is a lot of scope. But there is a lot of scope to go. Okay, okay. Okay. We will not get into management now. Amshi Prabhu is not an ordinary preacher. His boys are everywhere. Atlanta, Georgia, Honolulu, Cincinnati. But Radhesham Prabhu may give Cincinnati. So we are fearful. Okay. They praise the astonishing greatness of chanting the name. Just by chanting the name, a human obtains the highest abode. Sakrud ucharayanti eva Harirnama chidatmakam Phalam nasya kshamo vaktum Sahasra vadano vidhi Namocharana mahatmyam Shruyate mahadadbhutam Yad ucharana matrena Naro yayat param padam. From where? Brihad Naradi Puran. Thousand-headed Shesha and Brahma chant once the spiritual name of the Lord and cannot describe the result. The glories of chanting the name are most astonishing. Just by chanting the name, a human attains the supreme abode. So we have to just chant once only purely. But because we have not reached to that level of chanting once purely the holy name, so we are told to chant every day, hundreds and thousands of times, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Like that. One devotee was telling that if we are preaching or distributing pure Krishna prem, love for Krishna, then we don't have to do any other activities and services. If we are distributing. If you are in every lecture that you give, if you are giving Krishna prem, then you don't have to distribute Srila Prabhupada books also. But if you are not, then you better distribute Prabhupada books, because Prabhupada will distribute pure Krishna prem through the books. So obvious answer would be, I need to distribute Prabhupada books because I am not able to give pure Krishna prem. Yes. It's a Jivadaya, no? Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva and Jivadaya. These are the three components of Krishna prem. If you have Krishna prem, means you will have unlimited taste for chanting the holy name. Every Vaishnava you come across, you just want to serve him, nothing else. And every Jiva you see, you just want to offer him mercy of Krishna in whichever form he is able to accept and you are able to give. So Krishna prem means only three things: Nameruchi, Vaishnava Seva, Jivadaya. There is no fourth thing. Three things only. कृष्ण बले सुन अर्जुन बलि बतोमाय श्रद्धाय हेलाय जीव मम नाम गाय. Krishna said, O Arjun, listen, I will speak to you. With faith or in negligence, the jiva chants my name. With faith or in negligence, the jiva chants my name. Shraddhaya helaya jiva mama nama gay. Sai nama mama rudhi sadha vartaman nama sama vratanai nama sama gyan. The name resides in my heart always. There is no vrata equal to the name. There is no knowledge equal to the name. So nothing. Now he is saying so many more things. Nama sama dhyana nai, nama sama fal, nama sama tyaga nai, nama sama bal. There is no meditation equal to the name. There is no result equal to the name. There is no renunciation equal to the name. There is no strength equal to the name. So renunciation, vairagya means always chanting the holy name. And for always chanting the holy name, 4 prerequisites are required. Very tolerant, always respecting others, not expecting any respect, and being humble. After telling all the instructions to Raghunath Das Goswami, when he was eager to know what are the activities or duties of a renounced person in the renounced order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first said that, first Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows by his own example how he is greatly renounced, topmost renunciate. He is a sannyasi. He says, oh, I had kept you under Swarup Damodar. He knows everything. He is much better than me. You should have asked him only. So this is humility of Mahaprabhu. Who is Swarup Damodar? Okay, he is Lalita Sakhi. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani, combination of Radha and Krishna. So one is enough. Radha is superior to Vishaka and Krishna is far way superior to Vishaka. But then he in his humility, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, he shows humility that he has that anyway, that you should have asked Swarup Damodar. He knows better than me. But because you are asking me, I will say something. And then he says, Bhalana Khaibo, etc. And at the end he says, Trunadapi Shunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadaharihi. That one should be humbler than blade of grass, more tolerant than trees, always respecting others, not expecting any respect. Then one should chant 24 hours. So Vairagi means chanting 24 hours a day. There is no renunciation equal to the name. The renunciation is not just not this, not that, but basically chanting all the time. Nama sama punyanai, nama samagati, namera shakti gani, vedera nahi shakati. There is no punya equal to the name. So could you please call him? There is no shelter equal to the name. The Vedas are not able to describe the power of the name. So there is nothing compared to, in comparison to holy name. There was something shown there, because what he generally does, that is coming ahead. He quotes, he gives philosophy in Bangla verses, Jagdanand Pandit, and then he gives quote from scriptures. So after few or more verses, then 6-7 verses are together. They are, that will come there. Here, unfortunately, which scripture is not written. You just take it up there, bro. Let me see where is this from. Below. Adi Puran. So these are from Adi Puran. Arjuna and Krishna Samvad also is there in Adi Puran anyway. Those who say that they are my devotee, they are not my devotee. But that section may be different. Here it is all about name. There is no punya equal to the name. There is no shelter equal to the name. The Vedas are not able to describe the power of the name. Namai parama mukti. Namai paramagati. Namai parama shanti. Namai parama sthiti. The name is the highest liberation. The name is the highest shelter. The name is the highest peace. The name is the highest position. He's saying, where is this for this one? He says this was though not found in Hari Bhakti Vilas, is present in Padma Puran in the section on Nam Aprad. Some verse that earlier we covered it already. So in all situations, we should have faith in the holy name of the Lord. So if you want to get liberation, then chant the holy name. If you want shelter, chant the holy name. Once, I think His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj found that one she dog lost puppy, isn't it? The puppy and the she dog was crying, and people were not looking. Then Maharaj was going in car. He stopped the car. He went, and he maybe the dead body of the puppy he was caressing, and he was chanting for that dead puppy. And that mother was solaced. She was very happy. Well, how did she respond? But she basically felt this person is my puppy. Yeah. Puppy was dead. So, like that. So, we can give shelter to everyone by chanting the holy name. That Bharat Maharaj, okay, that is proper. If some baby deer is floating down the stream, the water, he should have rescued. But then afterwards, he thought, I am only the shelter. So while giving shelter to that baby deer in a materialistic way, he forgot to take shelter of the Krishna for whatever through whatever procedure he was supposed to take. Yes. Somebody who does not have much faith. So like today, one boy asked me, like when I was talking about the Buddhism, he said, but why the people who are chanting, they feel a little off pressure. But why the people who are chanting, they are suffering in Bangladesh. They are suffering in Bangladesh. So how do you, if I have to explain that, I don't know whether I'm confused or not. That you have to see only. Now he's not in front of me, so I cannot understand what all to say. But you can say several things. You can say that body is temporary anyway, and body for us also we are suffering here. They may be able to take better shelter of Krishna, and their conviction matters. So, and those who are suffering, we don't know whether there are two categories: those who are materialistically minded and those who are sadhakas, practitioners. As far as we know, Lalit Mahaprabhu was telling me the other day, all the ISKCON temples are safe. They have regular daily meeting, and the leaders over there have been telling His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj and some others that security is there and all that. So they are going on. The name is the highest peace. Anywhere we find commotion is there, at least our mind should be peaceful and peacefully take shelter. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then we can create peace. Years before His Grace, Radheshambru told us that in one of the ICC meetings, the temple presidents meeting in Vrindavan Dham, in Kartik month they have. So there lot of heated arguments, all the top leaders, presidents of these different temples from India, they were all together and so many issues, and it was like tensed atmosphere. In the midst of it all, His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj said, Hare Krishna Prabhus, I have one proposal for all of us present here. We are in Vrindavan Dham, in the holy Kartik month, in Raman Reti area, in our Krishna Balram temple. And all the president, the leaders of ISKCON for India, they are present here. Why not tomorrow whole day we chant 64 rounds? You just imagine if you are the presidents of different ISKCON temples in India, and if you have proposed like, let's say Bhakti Rasa Maharaj is sitting here, and what would you say? Now you are not presidents, so you may not understand. Presidents are presidents. We are only residents. So the P missing is quite a lot of things missing. So we don't understand what it means to be. What is the subtle body of the president of ISKCON? We don't understand really. Gross body is quite like us only. So they said, what are you saying, Maharaj? Here to get leaders is so difficult. 3 days, we have to finish all the agendas. That also doesn't get completed because so much of arguments happen. This is like, Yes, they did not use wrong words. Like, how can you propose like this? That was the essence of all their very polished words and all that. So nobody accepted. It was proposal rejected, means in a sweet way, like that. So it's very difficult, like that. So if only we realize that holy name will create peace, everything will be done, like that. If only you have that. Prabhupada, what he did? He just chanted in Tompkins Square Park. And he had full faith. Holy name will do everything. And Bhagavatam also. He before leaving India only he said to his god brothers when he gave the first copies of printed Srimad Bhagavatam, 3 volumes of first canto. He said this Srimad Bhagavatam wants to go to America to preach the message of Krishna. I just want to be coolie. Do I have your permission to become the coolie for this Srimad Bhagavatam who is going to preach over there? And they were helpless. They said, yes, Swami Maharaj, who can stop you? You will go anyway. Go now. So Prabhupada went. So holy name. Similarly, you all might have heard His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj. When he was told to open temple in Rajkot, he went with a bunch of devotees, few devotees, Brahma's disciples, Prabhuji's, Mataji's, and he sat in an open field and said, Prabhuji's and Mataji's, what can we open a temple? Huh? Giving residence to Krishna. Who gives his Srinivas? He's the residence of Srimati Radharani and Lakshmi's, and he gives residence to everyone. Who are we to give residence to Krishna? We don't have the qualification. The Srimad Bhagavatam will make temple for Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna only. So let us read Srimad Bhagavatam. Let us discuss. And Maharaj sat in the open field only. Every day, hours and hours, he would narrate from Bhagavatam and disciples would hear. Like that, some days passed. Once one of the disciples went to purchase some milk or something at the dairy. So there, when he purchased and some final transaction was going on, the next person to him said that my mother, in the memory of my father, wants to build one Krishna temple, ourselves, and give the charge to them, But the person has to have firm faith in Srimad Bhagavatam. Only one who has faith in Srimad Bhagavatam, to him only we will give that temple. They were going on. They were like friends or whatever. Immediately disciples said, what you said? He said, my mother, in the memory of my father, wants to build a temple, Krishna temple, but we will build and give it to only that person who has firm faith in Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, come on. He caught his hand. He brought him and showed him, seeing the open fields there. And he was stunned. In the open field, this old man is sitting with few bunch of disciples and just absorbed in Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, yes, he is the one to whom we will give the keys of the temple. And they built the temple, handed over the keys. His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj ki. How many of us have faith like that? After the class, I heard he would give class something like 8 to 9 in Rajkot temple on Vyasasan. Few disciples. After the class is over, they would go away. He would get off the Vyasasan. Then there was some pillar. I have not been to Rajkot temple. Anybody had been? ISKCON Rajkot? You have seen? It seems there is some pillar there. So Maharaj would sit reclining to that pillar, and then he would read for 4 hours, 9 to 1, alone, Bhagavatam. And after that, he would go to take prasad or whatever. So when His Grace, the Gaurang Prabhu first time met His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj, he was impressed. What a man, amazing devotee. He is like a walking, talking Srimad Bhagavatam. Walking, there are many, Mahabhagavat in one sense, but he's a talking Bhagavatam. He's like, 18,000 verses by heart kind of. So he said, Maharaj, I want to talk to you personally. So Maharaj gave time. So they had a meeting for 1 to 3 hours. And by associating with Maharaj, Gaurang Prabhu got convinced, I need to be absorbed in Bhagavatam like this. So then on Gaurang Prabhu himself in Radha Gopinath temple in his early days, 9 o'clock Bhagavatam would get over, he would go on the top. In those years, I don't know how many of you have seen old structure of Radha Gopinath temple. Very simple thing. There were these Mangalore tiles were there, and one room something was there. So Gaurang Prabhu would go inside and latch the room from inside. 9 o'clock till 1 o'clock, he would read Bhagavatam for 4 hours. Only after 1 o'clock, he would come down to take prasad and all that. And he did for quite some years, it seems. He got absorbed, and he, what he is like that. One point of time, the way he would give Bhagavatam, it would be like 50, 60 slokas from Bhagavatam by heart. He would just be quoting like that. So congregation members complained to Maharaj, what is this? His class is all Sanskrit only mainly, and we can't understand it so well. Tell him to simplify it and all that. So Maharaj told Gaurang Prabhu, it's okay for you. You can relish Bhagavatam, but know the devotees are not that on level. So make it little simple. Quote few verses with explanation little more and all that. So then Gaurang Prabhu accepted it. And then he would quote few shlokas only. Any topic from Bhagavatam you ask him, he can quote minimum 20, 30, 40 shlokas without preparation only. Like that he is well versed in Bhagavatam. Now he is well versed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That nobody can object because it is more or less like Hindi only. So nobody has objection. Nobody will complain about him to Maharaj. And I also heard that he would be latching. So somebody complained later to Maharaj that he is all the time there. What about practical services? He does not do like that. So once Maharaj after Bhagavatam class went after 9 o'clock, whatever 10 o'clock, and Maharaj he knocked the door, but he had the habit of not opening the door. He knew devotees will come, do this service, that service. He would not open. So Maharaj was knocking like anything, very heavily. So ultimately he opened and he saw Maharaj. Maharaj, you are. Then Maharaj caught his hand and he did not say anything. He took him all the way down from that terrace to first floor, then ground floor in the kitchen. And then he gave him vessels and all that. He said, Gaurang Prabhu, what the sentence is was that you have read Srimad Bhagavatam. Now I want you to realize Srimad Bhagavatam by serving Vaishnavas. So now you start cooking. So then he got into kitchen, means in cooking. And then now he's in the kitchen only, but he's also in the scriptures like that. So associating Lavamatra Sadhu Sange Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Moments association of a sadhu can take you on high levels. Now Gaurang Prabhu, where he has reached, not that GDO and GBC, that is external, but as far as in-depth understanding of the scriptures and relishing them, narrating them for the devotees worldwide. If you see the in GBC meetings and all that, the topics they are covered in ILS and all, so many varieties of topics. But then if you see his topic, that devotee, what they call relationships and all, it's very sweet. I mean, so many shlokas he will quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita and all that. Once we had taken youth forum boys, first year engineers or something like that, to Bombay. We take now that what is it called? Which camp? Nishtha camp. All the 3 temples of Bombay and all that. So then Raisham Prabhu asked Gaurang Prabhu, could you please give? You are there in Bombay. He said yes. So Raisham Prabhu said, what topic? He said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's South Indian tour. And Harisham Prabhu, what is South Indian tour is useless in a sense. The boy is what? It is not, it is irrelevant. Raisham Prabhu felt all that. He said, no, Prabhu, these are all first year, second year boys, whatever. Engineers, so we will give some other topic to you. He said, no, Radhesham Prabhu, this topic only. What he said? Satisfaction guaranteed. Full conviction that don't worry, all the boys will be satisfied. Satisfaction guaranteed. So Radhesham Prabhu was speechless. So Radhesham Prabhu might have been thinking that, kya bolega South Indian tour of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to first year boys. They are also on tour. But it is not so much tour. But the boys relished it like that. So, in that discussion he has, yeah, he is empowered, so he can hold the discussion nicely. Okay, Namai Parama Bhakti, Namai Parama Mati, Namai Parama Priti, Namai Parama Smriti. The name is the highest bhakti. See, name is the highest bhakti. Namai Parama Bhakti. So sometimes other limbs are there. Shravanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanam. But the Nam is the highest. Taramadhe Sarvasreshta Nama Sankirtan Niraparadha Namalaile Pabe Premadhan. Of all the 9 processes of devotional service, topmost is chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The name is the highest bhakti, the name is the highest intelligence. The most intelligent person is one who always chants the holy name. Because the intelligent person will take shelter of Krishna. Jnanavan mam prapadyate. He will read the Vedas also because he is very intelligent. Vedesya sarver ahameva vedyo. Of all the Vedas, I am to be known. So Krishna only has appeared in the form of holy name. So the most intelligent person is one who chants the holy name of the Lord always. Though he may be illiterate, he may not have read one word of the scriptures also. Divya Gyan, Hridhay Prakashit. One who chants the holy name For him, all the Vedic literatures will be inspired in his heart only. He will know A to Z. He doesn't have to read the scriptures. The name is the highest priti, love. The name is the highest remembrance, smriti. Jivera karana nama, namai jivera prabhu, parama aradhya nama, namai guru prabhu. The name is the means for the jiva. The name is the master of the jivas. The name is worshipable. The name is the guru and master. Everything. So now for all this, which was that? Adipuran? Adipuran. So all the verses in Sanskrit. Shraddhaya helaya nama ratanti mama jantavah tesham nama sada partha vartate hrudaye mama nanama sadrusham jnanam nanama sadrusham vratam nanama sadrusham dhyanam nanama sadrusham phalam nanama sadrushastyago nanama sadrushah shamah nanama sadrusham punyam nanama sadrushi gatihi namaiva paramamuktir namaiva paramagatihi namaiva paramashantir namaiva paramasthitihi namaiva paramabhaktir namaiva paramamatihi namaiva paramapritir namaiva paramasmritihi namaiva karanam jantor namaiva prabhureva cha namaiva paramaradhyo namaiva paramo guruhu. So translation is not given, that all covered in the Bangla verses only. Harinama Mahatmera Kabhu nahi para Ye nama Shravane Sadya Pukkasha Uddhara. The glories of the Lord's name are without end. Hearing the name, the Pukkasha is immediately delivered. Pukkasha means Pulkasha. Same. That Kirata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhira Shumbha Yavana Kashadaya Yadanne Yenne Papacha Yadapashraya Shraya Shuddhanti Tasmai Prabha Vishnave Nama. So same Pulkasha is Pukkasha. Means very low class people. They are immediately delivered just by hearing the name. So Lord's name is the end. The glories of the Lord's name are without end. So nobody can come to an end. Sahasravadan, the Lord Anantshesh with 1000 hoods, he cannot come to an end. So who are we? We have only one mouth. And anyway, we are not continuously chanting the holy name. Yannama sakrut shravanat pukkoshapi vimuchyate samsarat. Hearing the name once, a pukkasha is delivered from samsara. From Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto, 16th chapter, 14th verse. 16th chapter, what section? This Vritrasur, Rukasur, Vritrasur? Vritrasur, no? Offenseless hearing. Same thing for Ajamil also, no? Despite being so sinful, he chanted less hell. Huh? Prabhupada is chanting pure name, but we are hearing. So that is considered also hearing the pure name? Yes, if we have faith that he is a pure devotee. So after you hear, what you do will reveal how much faith is there. Huh? It's like doctor, patient has a faith in doctor. So we can know because he went to doctor, he took the medicine, he purchased it. But after bringing it to home, what he did with the medicines? He did not take only, or he took 1 or 2 days. Then he assumed that he is done with it. And then doctor had told 5 days minimum you have to take. And he says, hell with the doctor. I am relieved. So that what faith he has. Some faith he has, definitely. Swapane jagrate yeva jalpe Krishna naam kalite se Krishna rupi Krishnera Vidhan. The person who chants Krishna's name while sleeping or in waking state develops a form like Krishna's in Kali Yuga, the Krishna's arrangement. So it's authorized to not sleep in chanting, but while sleeping chant. Yeah, as far as possible, don't sleep during chanting. But in case when you sleep, you don't know you are sleeping. But in sleeping, you are chanting also. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. He's chanting now. He's still chanting. Something is happening now. 16 words may not come, but few words are coming. Ram, Ram. Yes, sometimes it may be Am also. But Krishna may hear it as Ram because he is not so much attracted to Am. Yes. He's Bhavgrahi. He knows he wants to chant Ram, but unable to. So no problem. His subtle body may have Am, but gross body wants to say Ram. But what to do? Sometimes subtle body manifests through gross body. No problem. Which one? Ah, yes. Yes. He's there. See, if he is against Krishna, he will get up and he will go to ashram and sleep. He's not doing that. He's sleeping there only. Means he's sitting there only, and not that he is there for sleeping, but what to do? 3 modes and whatever. He's not having the power to fight with. Yeah, he's not going back to ashram. He's sitting. Yeah. Yes. Krishna. We will see that he's sleeping in chanting, but Krishna will say that he's chanting in sleeping. Difference. दृष्टि का हाँ sleeping in chanting because we are not Krishna na. This proves that we are not Krishna or we are not yet pure like Krishna, like that. Prabhupada was condemned na, means criticized his disciples. What is this, Swamiji? Your disciples in Bhagavatam class you say, but almost they are sleeping only, like that. So Prabhupada asked, how much you find them sleeping? Like almost 95% they are sleeping only. Prabhupada said 5% they are not sleeping, 5% they hear, by that they have such surrender. You claim to be hearing 100%. Where is your surrender? And you are like in bold, cut down on the spot because he had no surrender. They were like Shivan-headed, Tila, Kantimala, doing Harinam Sankirtan, distributing books, and 24 hours Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Their pronunciation is not perfect, but renunciation is. So Prabhupada defended devotees like that. But personally, when 1-to-1, then he would shoot them also. Like that. So both sides. Guru has to purify the disciples also. The person who chants Krishna's name while sleeping or in waking state develops a form like Krishna's in Kali Yuga by Krishna's arrangement. Krishna Krishneti Krishneti स्वपंजाग्रद व्रजम तथा यो जलपति कलो नित्यम कृष्ण रूपी भवेद्धि सह. The person who while sleeping or in waking state constantly chants the name of Krishna attains a form like Krishna's in Kali Yuga, which Varaha Puran. Krishna bali nitya smare samsara sagare जलोत्थित पद्मयेन नरके उद्धरे. A person who chants Krishna's name constantly and remembers him in the ocean of samsara is like a lotus in the water. By this I deliver him from hell. So here is saying Krishna boli nitya smare. While chanting we should remember Krishna. Naturally it should be remembered. Like if I say Radhe Shyam bro, no other form comes to your mind. Then we are like put off. Who is Radheshyam? Radheshyam is one, Prabhu is another. Radha is one, Shyam is other, Prabhu is another. And then Bhu and then Bhuk lagi hai mujhe. That is true. That is the sign of our ignorance, or it is the sign of our offenses. One of the two. So ignorance means you don't know only. Like somebody who doesn't know Radheshyam Prabhu. So Radheshyam Prabhu. क्या है ये? Some person, Mr. Radhesham, whose surname is Prabhu, like that. And where is he from? So they will not understand. So ignorance, otherwise offense. Now, because of our whatever offenses, then do we know if somebody stops us, hey, what is this you are chanting Hare Krishna? Who is Hare? Oh, Hare, you don't know? Hara is the vocative of Hara. Hare is the vocative of Hara. Hara means the internal potency of the Lord, Srimati Radharani. So we are saying, oh, energy of the Lord. Immediately we'll give whole explanation. So, but then while chanting, we don't remember. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, who is Hare, who is Ram? And my dhoti I have not washed yesterday. And then we go in another world only. So if we offend Vaishnavas, passion and ignorance increases. So in chanting, either sleep will come, which is sign of ignorance, or mind will wander. You are not sleeping, your gross body is not sleeping, but your mind, part of subtle body is sleeping, SLIPPING, slips. Both are sleeping only. One is SLEEP, that is because of Tamoguna, and another is SLIP, that is because of Rajoguna. So Rajoguna and Tamoguna increases by offending Vaishnavas. And then Hare and Krishna and Ram, they go in all different directions, and we are into some other world only. So we have to make sure, just like Nityam Nashta Prayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Seva, by serving great souls or Grantha Bhagavad, then our passion and ignorance reduces. Tada Rajas Tamo Bhava, Kama Lobha Adeshe. Slowly, this will keep reducing. But on the contrary, if we offend Vaishnavas, Rajogun and Tamogun will increase. Bhakti is not like, you are what you call, you can do anything now. Now I'm a devotee, I can offend n number of devotees. No, your passion and ignorance will increase. And if you become Mahat Aparad, then Krishna personally sows the seeds of material desires in the heart. So can you imagine? Our own material desires, which we have been cultivating for millions of lifetimes, we have tough time to uproot them. Only by Guru's grace he will uproot in one sense. We are not able to. And if Krishna instills seeds of material desire, then the finished. So one should not offend great souls. That Madhvendra Puri story in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then he concludes by saying, Mahat Sevaye, something like that. Now, how great one can become the Guru of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishwar Puri, became Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And by Mahat Aparad, that is Ramchandra Puri, he became asar, useless. He lost whole thing. So, through two of his disciples, Sripad Madhvendra Puri showed to the whole world what's the glory of Mahat Seva and what's the danger of Mahat Aparad. So he concludes the whole pastime. So we have to be extremely careful. Today morning also, that class, today's class, where was it? This was in Vrindavan, no? Yeah, this, Vrindavan, 1975. But new people also might be sitting there, but Prabhupada is also guiding his disciples and all that. That one should not be just unenvious of Krishna, one should be unenvious of devotees also. And then going further, one should be unenvious of even outside people also who are envious of Krishna. Today, how many were there? A Prabhupada Bhagavatam class? So you all heard it. So he goes out of his way to give Krishna consciousness to materialistic people or envious people also. A person who chants Krishna's name constantly and remembers him in the ocean of samsara is like a lotus in the water. By this, I deliver him from hell. That Krishna also he said, the person who remembers me constantly, chanting Krishna Krishna, is like a lotus rising from the water. I deliver him from hell. From Varahapuran. Krishna Nama Sarva Mukhya Jivera Ashraya Ashesha Papa Hare Sadhya Papa Muktikara. Krishna's name is the chief name and the shelter of the jiva. It destroys unlimited sins. It delivers one from sin immediately. Nam Nam Mukhyataram Nama Krishnakhyam Me Parantapa Prayashittam Asheshanam Papanam Mochakam Param. O conqueror of enemies, the chief of names is Krishna's name. It destroys unlimited sins and gives supreme liberation. From Prabhas Puran. My God. Today morning also Prabhupada was saying that there are other incarnations also, Ram, Nrsimha, Ram, etc. But Krishna has 100% Purna Bhagavan. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Swarupa Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Nama Nami Ekarupa. The name is Chintamani. It is the spiritual Swarupa of Krishna. It is complete, pure, eternally liberated. The name and what it names are one in nature. So Nam and Nami, they are one only, they are one in nature. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvam Nama Naminoho. The name of the Lord is Chintamani. It is Krishna himself, a form of consciousness and rasa. It is complete, pure, and eternally liberated, since there is no difference between the name and Krishna himself from Padma Puran. And Rupa Goswami has quoted same verse in where? In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It is from Padma Puran originally. Huh? Haridas Thakur also? This verse. Okay. विष्णु नाम विष्णु शक्ति यही जन जाने सुमति प्रार्थना करे अप्राकृत ज्ञाने. The person who knows that the name of Vishnu is his Shakti, being intelligent, prays with spiritual knowledge. So last time I was telling, I think, that all the potency of the Lord is there in his holy name. And when we chant, we are the most powerful person on planet Earth. There's nobody as powerful as we are. But we should not think that I'm the most powerful, hell with everyone, and become offensive. But we are. The fact remains, we are the most powerful. All the rich people of the world together, if they're standing in front of one new devotee of ISKCON, they are all useless, asar, in front of him, who may be chanting one round only. All the most beautiful people of the world, men and women, they are in front of that neophyte. They are all nothing in front of him because he's chanting the holy name. All the most educated people, intelligent people, they are in front of him. They are nothing. All the most beautiful places, costliest items, laptops, mobile, 10 crore iPhones and iPads and MacBooks, they are on one side. And this person, he is the richest person, richer than all these items put together. And all these things we describe now, all the beautiful people, intelligent people, strong people, and famous people, they are all on one side. And this one person, he is still more powerful than all of them because he has the potency of Krishna. They don't have. They have the potency of material energy. They are empowered by Bahiranga Shakti. Their own potencies will delude them and will take them further away from Krishna. Whereas this person who is directly in touch with Krishna by chanting, he will be taken to Krishna more and more with his every holy name that he chants. So he is going closer and closer and closer to Krishna. So he is going closer to Krishna and they are going away from Krishna. So their powers are reducing at every moment. The more they create, more their money is exhibited through so many gadgets, so many things, and so much cars and all that stuff. They are going away from Krishna. And this person, the more he chants, though he may be fumbling also, exasperating, but still his power is continuously increasing and their power is continuously decreasing. So we have to be convinced he is the most powerful person. Certainly among devotees, then he is new. So there are Madhyamadhikaris, there are Uttamadhikaris, they are far superior. But our comparison was with materialistic people who have money, who have physical power, those who have intelligence. They are nothing in comparison to this one devotee. The person who knows that the name of Vishnu is his Shakti, being intelligent, prays with spiritual knowledge. Om Asya Jananto Namachida Viviktan Mahaste Vishnu Sumatim Bhajamahe. O Vishnu, your name is spiritual and self-revealed. Knowing that name a little, not even completely, chanting impurely, we have attained the fine intelligence about you, because that name Om is perfect in itself. From Rigveda. That's how Om and other things came. Sthaneshwari Krishnadasa Joda Kari Kara Bale Prabhu Ek Vastu Prathana Hamara. Krishna Das, an inhabitant of the place, with folded hands said, O Lord, I have one request. Ye Rupa Mahatmya, na mera shuni ne shravana, na mera shuni nu shravani, sarvatra samana phala, nahi hoya kene. See what is Jagdanand Pandit saying? Though hearing the glories of the name with the ear, why the same result is not seen everywhere? Very appealing question. All of us have this question. All of us are chanting the same name. We're hearing the same glories. Why the same result is not seen everywhere? Prabhu bole Shraddha Vishwasa Sakal Mula Vishwasa Abhave Keha Nahile Labhe Phala. The Lord said the root of everything is faith and conviction. Without faith, no one attains the result. It's like all of us, whatever we studied, graduation, post graduation, whatever. So we had faith in that, whatever limb or stream of education. So we succeeded over there. So there are so many other fields where we did not even think of. We did not have faith in that. So wherever we have faith, that's where we flourish. The Lord is only saying the root of everything is faith and conviction. Without faith, no one attains the result. Proper disciples, though so fallen, they had full faith. He is our deliverer. Years before, Radheshambhara was glorifying His holiness, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj disciples. The Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj disciples may be very simple, but they have such faith in Him. They see Him as Uddharaka Guru, means the Guru who delivers, who will deliver us. They have full faith, so they are advancing like that. I don't know whether indirectly it was a question mark on our faith in our Guru or what. Maybe. Do you have similar faith in your own Guru that he will deliver you? That he did not say, but he glorified the disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And that is true, but it's as our instructing spiritual master, he has also responsibility to make sure that our faith increases in our Guru also. Otherwise, just oh hey Guru, I hey Guru. That hodgepodge will not. But okay. Basically, you can meet Radhesham Prabhu for further discussion. We will complete this. Prabhu bole antaryami नाम भगवान विश्वासानुसारे फल करे न प्रदान. The Lord said the Lord is called the Antaryami. He gives results according to the faith. Yathamam prapadande. As much as faith we have in holy name, then that much Krishna will reciprocate when we are chanting the holy name. As much as we don't have faith, then Krishna will say, okay, what is this? नामेरा महिमा पूर्ण विश्वास न करे नामेरा फल नाही पाय नाम अपराधे मरे. If one does not have complete faith in the glories of the name, one will not receive the results of the name. One becomes afflicted with offenses to the name. See, so full faith has to be there. Faith beyond our knowledge should have been, but better is to have knowledge. How much potency is there in Krishna's holy name? So more we hear this knowledge, our faith in holy name will increase, and then while chanting it will be very beneficial. And Krishna will reciprocate then. Arthavada kare phale विश्वास त्याजिया फल नाही पाय थाके नरके पडिया. Thinking the glories of the name are exaggeration. That person gives up faith in the results. Not receiving results, he falls to hell. Arthavadam harir namni sambhavayati yo naraha sapapishto manushanam niraye patanti sphutam. The person who thinks the glories of the name of the Lord is exaggeration is most sinful of men and clearly falls to hell. Where from? Katyayana Samhita. Anybody knows what is Katyayana Samhita? We don't know. Garga Samhita, Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita by Brahmaji, Garga Samhita by Gargamani. Katyayana Samhita must be by Katyayana. Who is Katyayana? We don't know. But there the glory of the holy name is described. Yannama kirtana phalam. Yannama kirtana phalam vividham nishamya. न श्रद्धधाति मनुते यद उतार्थवादम यो मानुषस्तम इह दुःखचये क्षिपामि संसार घोर विविधार्ति निपीडितांगम. If a person hearing the various results of chanting my name has no faith and rather thinks the results are exaggeration, I throw him in the greatest suffering, where his limbs are afflicted with various pains in frightening samsara. Hari Bol. Bomb only. And that's the end of the chapter, end of whole book also. But bomb is put. Where is it from? Brahma Samhita. Jai. Which number is not given because only fifth chapter is available. So this should be there outside of those 29 verses which we know. Because this we never heard. Means we never see. Yes. Glories of the holy name. We should know all the power of the creation is there in holy name. Krishna only. Like that's what long before I had discussed here. That so many demons Krishna killed. And Krishna has such power. He exhibits power through different incarnation as much as needed for that time. Like for killing Hiranyakashipu, not much strength was required. So Narasimha exhibited whatever power required to kill Hiranyakashipu. Similarly, to kill Hiranyaksha, whatever power was required, that much only was exhibited by Varahadev. But Lord Krishna has all the power, and he killed the person Kamsa who killed so many powerful demons in the world. I was reading Garga Samhita. There little different description, but in Siddhashram, it's a part of Dwarka Shahar, Dwarka Nagari. When Radharani came with the gopis for taking bath, so she was saying, long story, but I am to cut it short, coming on to this point. So there Radharani tells Krishna when they meet each other, and queens are also there. She says, "Oh Krishna, for myself, I'm not even a devotee. I don't have devotion for you, but for my sake, you killed so many demons. Even the demon Shankachud, whom Kamsa was fearful of, you killed him for my sake." Like that. So Shankachud, if you read according to Garga Samhita, he was very powerful. When they were both fighting, Kamsa and Shankachud, Kamsa threw Shankachud some 100 yojanas in the sky, and when he fell down it was heavy and thing, but then he got up again and again the fight continued. Then he picked up Kamsa and threw him some 1000 or 2000, some few thousand yojanas high in the sky. When Kamsa fell down, it was a terrible blow to his body. And when they were going on, then I think Narad Muni or Garga Muni came and said, "Come on, you both are blessed in different way, and like Kamsa you will be killed only by Vishnu, and Shankachud also something like that, Krishna Vishnu like that. So you won't be able to kill each other. So why you just unnecessarily waste time? Better have friendship." So then they accept friendship. They say, "Okay, fine, we are friends," and they don't continue further fight. Then while going back to his place, on the way he sees Krishna, and then that pastime happens, stealing gopis, etc. And then Krishna kills him, Shankachud. So Shankachud was like a match for Kamsa, but Krishna killed him. So Krishna is the most powerful, and all his strength, powers are there in holy name. So we should have faith. This is it. There is nothing more powerful than holy name. I should chant the holy name at least 16 good rounds. I may not be able to chant all the time. At least 16 good rounds, and I become most powerful. All the powers I receive while chanting. So let me have more faith, more conviction. Like that, we should, with our intelligence, we should convince our mind. Other mind will be crazy fellow. Will think that there are so many important things in the world. So they are not important. Most important is the holy name. Yes. Any question? Yes. Shri Shri Premi Varta Samapta. Any question? No, only one. 20th chapter. It has 235 verses. Nam Rahasya we did not take 19th one. We took only 20th one, the glories of the holy name. No. There some 4 or 5 pastimes of Mahaprabhu are there. And then who are Vaishnavas, Benjas of Vaishnava, shelter of the Jiva, name is for everyone. give up duplicity, yukta vairagya, caste and family, lamp of Navadvip. Many other topics are also there. Any question? Offenselessly, but at the time of death, he will feel helpless because everything is being snatched away from him. So he may chant helplessly. Even if not, this also will help him. Offenseless chanting, or he might have just heard it. He might not have chanted also. Yeah, getting liberation is not a big deal. What is so big deal? How many people get to hear also? It's like, Rathe tu Vamanam Drushta Puna Janmana Vidyate. So, but how many people? Pune has what, 50, 60 lakhs population. How many people see Lord Jagannath on the chariot? We are just going in some 8 10 area, 8 10 kilometer area. Some 10,000, 20,000, 1 to 3 lakhs, 5 10 lakhs max. Rest of the population is not getting to see even. So we are increasing our preaching work so that more and more, or if possible, entire population 800 crore or whatever, everybody gets to see, so that they don't take birth again. They will get liberated. They will go in Brahma Jyoti, and then they will come back again without punya and sinful this thing. And I was recently having discussion. I was asking someone, so he was telling that this sukruti is also there. It's like a bhakti unmukh sukruti. This will help in the next birth also, in some way, some whatever way. And he may complete bhakti. He may go back to Godhead also. I think here only we had some discussion on liberation, which did not conclude properly. So then I asked somebody. I don't remember whom I asked. I think Din Dayal Prabhu I asked after his Bhagavatam class, which was on Monday or some time. Yes. Any other? Then we'll end. प्रेम विवर्त की छाय शिल जगदानंद पंडित की छाय शिल प्रभुपाद की छाय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की छाय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि. I was thinking what you said, Bhajan Rahasya can also be taken.